How's it going, guys? And welcome to the stream. We are just now getting started. We're going to be playing some Legacy of the Weirdboy. I wanted to go ahead and take a look here at our Twitch channel and our YouTube channel, just see just how many people we've got, of course, interested here in the game. Give us 1 or 2 seconds. All right, here we go. Let's get on YouTube as well. I like to see just how many people are trying to get on Twitch and YouTube, but really trying to discover which platform has more viewers for us. Let's take a look here, my friends. All right, good to see you guys. One moment here. We still have about 1 minute, guys, before we actually jump off the stream. How's it going, Camouflage Caper? You're a little early, but that's actually quite all right. We're actually trying to get as many viewers as possible, so no worries whatsoever. And of course, we'll get started in about a minute from now, maybe a little less at this point. Okay, guys, so here we go. We're going to jump into Legacy of the Weirdboy. So actually, last time we did a skirmish match in Legacy of the Weirdboy, and I think, you know, now that the game is actually out, I'd really like to get one of you guys eventually to do a multiplayer match here with me. We'll try to do that on the next stream. This one, we're going to go ahead and do the campaign. Wow, that was awesome orc roar right there. So of course now we're doing the campaign mode and moving forward as quickly as possible to try and capture these positions, which of course right now are controlled by the Space Marines, more specifically the Space Wolves. And basically I just want to try to unlock as many units as possible. One thing I really love about this first campaign mission is essentially you just have to land on the markers and you actually get reinforcements, and really the goal is to try and get there as quickly as possible. So we've got our Storm Boys. They're pretty much ready to go. We've also got some Storm Boy Choppas. I want to make sure, though, that they don't get shot at by the enemy. So we're going to try to do some damage here to the Blood Claw pack before we even get spotted by them. I'm going to try to avoid the counter fire, which is it's going to happen anyway, but at least we can minimize it as much as possible. Let's take a look here. All right. Jump on forward here. Once again, I think we're avoiding most of the damage, but these are actually Scorcher Boys. I thought they were Scorching Ops. All right, we're going to keep these guys aiming at the enemy. And we might want to send some guys over here to take this point, but I guess I'll go for this point first. We could, of course, split the guys up. Some go over here, others go up here. But I think we're going to go ahead and find out how that's going to work. Let's open fire here. I'd love to kill the pack leader before he even gets into combat. Obviously, we would have a lot less to worry about. Let's go up here. Oh boy, I did not expect counterfire from there. And let's see. So we could actually do medium hit. So we'd actually do more damage with the Choppa against the pack leader. It's just the chances of us hitting him are much lower. Oh yes, he's nearly dead. I think we could actually probably kill this guy before the start of the turn, which would be amazing, or at least very, very soon. For the orcs and for the horde. Sanctus reached, but I've already finished game. Good to see you, Drowsy Lewis and Kandra. Yes, well, this is actually the Legacy of the Weirdboy. So this is the Orc campaign. I'm not sure if you've also finished Legacy of the Weirdboy. If you have, man, congrats. So far, I've only finished, of course, the initial Sanctus Reach game, not the DLC. But I do love playing as the Orcs, I have to say. I'm definitely more of a fan of Orcs than I am of Space Marines. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so I think we can end the turn here. And turn it over to the Space Wolves. We should be able to get some counterfire there. That's what I'm talking about. And they're going to go into some melee combat, of course. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Nice. Nice counterattack there. We actually got a critical hit here. We are playing normal mode right now. I'm trying to get as few deaths as possible. I want to see if we can actually finish this mission and have a nice pack left, or not a nice pack, a nice horde left over. Because the last time we beat this, we had like three units left. And I really want this to go well. 100 HP, my gosh, like they're just getting ridiculous critical hits. And there's the pack leader, of course. I wonder if we can kill him just here with a counterattack. Oh, that was not very nice, but it looks like the pack leader is down to his last breath. Nice return fire. I got to give it to them. Man, that was pretty nasty. Critical hits on poor Storm Boys. All right, here we go, boys. Let's go ahead and grab these Storm Boys, the big nubs, and we are going to go for the Choppa attack, of course. Pretty sure we can finish off the pack leader with our other unit. And I'm actually going to move forward a bit with our Storm Boys. Do the Choppa again. Now, of course, we're getting more of an attack here because we've got 3 Storm Boys to pop up. So positioning is definitely important, as many of you guys that have played the game know. Actually, the first level was the hardest level I've played. Even though the last level I had one try. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, the first level, I almost lost the first level myself, actually a few times. So I'm not that surprised. You've got to get to those points really quickly. And if you don't, you're not going to have enough men to defeat the Space Wolves. Let's see. All right, let's see if we can just kill this pack leader. Did I just stutter? My goodness. Here we go. Die! Yes! Dead pack leader. That's what I like to see. And apparently, we can get another shot off here. We could even get a little bit closer and actually get a melee attack. I think that's what I'm going to go for. That's what we're good at. Let's do it. Yeah! So I'd have liked to do a little more damage than 15, and that reactionary fire is not what I was looking for. It definitely doesn't help my my cause at all. Let's go for the Choppa. Once again, I feel pretty confident in close combat, believe it or not, even against the Bloodclaw packs, because look at that. We just did 48 HP damage. We did a tremendous amount there. Now, we can move here and take some shots, but at the same time, we could take this point and get some reinforcements, or we could try to be a little more patient. I'm going to be just a tiny bit more patient, see if we can wipe these guys out, this Bloodclaw pack. And I'm also going to do some Choppa attacks against this Bloodclaw pack here. At this point, I'm going to take these guys, and yes, we'll get shot at for sure. But hopefully we'll avoid damage to whoever spawns in this area. So here we go. Oh yes, time for the Mega Nobs. Of course, for those of you that are pretty familiar with the Warhammer universe, you probably know that the Mega Nobs are sort of like the nobles of the Orc class, hence the name Nobs. By the way, that was a great kill with that screwdriver. That was just vicious. Let's go for another one. Oh, that's an instant kill. I'm loving the Killacan Shaklub here. Let's grab these Mega Nobs here, and let's actually go over here to this side. Thinking that their melee might be pretty good. So very high damage there. Oh my goodness. Just nasty chainsaws attached to their arms, or what used to be arms. And let's take a look and see if we can find where that next point is going to be. So actually the next point is going to be quite a ways away. I'm going to start probably moving towards there anyway. But of course this is going to stop us from having an opportunity to shoot again at that group. I think it's okay though. I do want to, however, try to use this flamer if I can. And actually, we've got a unit here, good old Pain Boy, who we could have actually brought up, and he could have actually healed these guys. So we should have waited, honestly. Let's move the Orc boys. Usually cannon fodder, but we've got another pack leader over here. Oh my goodness, he's actually got some form of a defensive shield there. It doesn't look like we did hardly any damage to him. I'm going to see if I can't throw one of Big Red's famous attacks at him. Let's throw the Killer Bolt. Oh, critical damage. That definitely took down quite a bit of his health. But wasting a Killer Bolt on just one unit, maybe not the greatest idea. Honestly, it's probably better to save it for something bigger, but I just couldn't help myself. Let's take a look here. Hello, everybody on YouTube and on Twitch. Good to see you guys. All right. So it looks like he can only use it on himself. There's got to be a way to use that skill against one of our own units. I'm not sure if that's the case, but I'm almost certain there has to be. Let's take a look, make sure we moved everybody. I think that's about it. Let's turn it over to the enemy, boys. Could actually also throw a grenade, but I think we're good for now. Here we go. Oh, I forgot about this. We've got a beautiful, beautiful battle wagon, which we haven't even really noticed here. We can absolutely use him to move and ferry our troops closer to those points, and much faster too, but I'm not sure if we're going to necessarily use it right away. We could also just use it as a battle wagon, as just a beautiful, beautiful truck with massive machine guns on it that does a ton of damage to the enemy. So that's another possibility too. Oh boy. Oh boy, the flamers. We actually got pretty lucky in terms of taking flamer damage there. Now remember, flamer damage for the most part affects your morale. It doesn't affect your health as much. So as you can see, our guys are broken at 0. So we're not that lucky, but I mean, we're not dead. Excuse me, guys. And we'll go ahead and grab the Storm Boys, the big mob in this case. Let's get them over here. Of course, we're going to take some reactionary fire, but some things you just can't stop. All right, you know what? Boom! If that's how they want to play, we can play. And now we've got some reinforcements. Oh, come on. You should be able to shoot better than that, man. Let's try to fire once again. I think the issue there was distance. We had to be a little ways away to get a good shot. Let's go ahead and fire at the Grey Hunter Bolter Pack with the Rocket Launcher Knob Scab. Oh, yes. And as you can see, very similar to the flamethrower in the sense that it doesn't necessarily cause a lot of health damage, but you guys can see that they're panicked at this point. Once the unit is panicked, they've got serious troubles. Now, this beauty, look at how quickly we just vaporized the enemy. So definitely keep in mind, guys, if you guys are playing some multiplayer, I would go with the War Bikers if you're playing as the Orcs. One of my favorite units, and we can definitely see why. I mean, those guys are tough. Battle Wagon is a very good unit, but Battle Wagon with a few flash gets inside is wah itself, says Condra. Absolutely. Well, with the flash gets, my goodness, that would be a beautiful, beautiful thing to happen. Let's take a look over here. Let's take a look at this Battle Wagon. And so it looks like we're going to have to take the enemy out ourselves before we can get that Battle Wagon moving. At least that pack leader's turned away from us. Pretty sure that's going to lower his chance of defending himself. But before we go on and attack him, I know we're going to get some reactionary fire, so I want to see if we can't do some damage to the enemy first. Let's move these guys up. We do have a grenade here. It's a stink bomb, and this is an area of effect weapon. Problem is it's also going to do damage to our chopper crew, so I think what I'm going to do here, see how this works out. We'll chop again, and then we'll try to escape. Of course, we might take some reactionary fire. I think we're okay, though. Now we'll take the Pain Boy and drop this grenade. Oh, yes. No, I don't think you will. You will pay in blood. Here we go. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. I love this Killacan, guys. Oh my goodness. Just vaporizing all of the Space Wolves. Alright, we'll keep on moving. Full speed ahead. I hope that by moving through the toxic fungus we don't take any damage. There's the chopper here. One more. Send them to an early grave. Alright, so I am going to be moving into the zone with this guy, but I'm going to actually try to use the Power Claw here. And this is Pain Boy's main weapon here. As you can see, what this Erdy syringe does is it actually seems to increase things. 40 ballistic protection and 40 combat skill. So we might want to go use this on one of our own units. Because as you can see, it's definitely going to give us some bonuses here. Let's take a look here. Also, guys, do make sure to share this video on social media. Provide the link for the stream. Try to bring in as many people as possible. We always like to have people stop in and say hello. So make sure to stop by, of course. And obviously, subscribe if you're new here. Let's keep on moving. We've got to be a little more careful moving in on this next point. It's sure to have some enemies defending it. Love the sound of those war bikes as well. Open fire. I'm thinking that we could probably deal with these guys, with these Space Wolves, with just what we have here. But it's obviously going to be time that tells whether or not that's the case, because we're moving a lot of our units forward. I think I will bring back the Storm Boys, though. Basically, at this point, they're cannon fodder. However, they're very good at getting to the locations we need to get reinforcements, which is leading me to believe that maybe we should try to save them. Of course, if we keep on attacking the enemy like this, that's probably not going to be possible, especially if they get a counterattack. Looks like we're fine there, though. Go to the next unit here. I don't think now we just wait. Let's fire at the pack leader at least. We're not even moving our Orc Boys into the line of fire. Let's move forward with the Nobles as well. The Mega Nobles, really. And I want to see if this Battle Wagon... I don't know why the Battle Wagon can't move. I'm guessing it's because we've got an enemy right here. Otherwise, I have no idea why this Battle Wagon is not moving. Maybe we actually need a unit inside? Who knows? We'll figure it out sooner or later. Let's end the turn. And like I said, guys, don't forget to share this on social media. Try to bring in as many folks as you can. And yeah, he's getting some nasty hits on that Battle Wagon. Flamers... Pretty sure that unit is going to be broken, if not totally panicked, from all of the flamethrowers. Well, they're firing at distance, man, and with some rock cover. These guys definitely should learn to wait a little bit, be a little more patient here with the shots. Let's see if we can't get a shot on them at this distance. Nice. Much more effective one, too. 36 HP. Surprised it doesn't count as a critical hit at 41. They actually got lucky that time. Some bullets are flying over the parapet, though, and with the Storm Boys, I'm going to do what I do best, and that's just trying to get past the enemy. We're not even trying to save these Storm Boys. We just want the reinforcements, honestly. I could open fire at them. Might as well. It's not like they're going to return fire. So I might as well go ahead and expel some ammunition there. And let's get the Killacan moving as well. And wow, we can actually fire all the way from here. Oh, we just completely destroyed the cover they had. Oh my gosh. All right, well, at distance, as you can see, it's not going to be as effective, which pretty much makes sense. Yeah, at least we tried. I thought that was pretty funny. All right, we don't have no more enemies. Don't think so. Oh, we do. Bloody hell. Let's go for it. Go for the kill. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And now the battle wagon can move, so that definitely makes sense. Obviously, if there's a unit close to the battle wagon, it enters melee mode and can't really do much. I wish we had a unit that could actually heal this battle wagon. I was thinking that the Pain Boy would probably heal him, but I'm honestly not sure. Every man in the unit gains 80 HP, so maybe just by using the tools. In fact, let's do a little test here. We'll do it in a second. Let's take a look. So we've got the Slugger Nobs. They're at 256. It might be just every man in this unit. Or maybe the enemy actually has to be in front of us. Or our own unit has to actually be in front of us before we can use that. Now I'm a little confused, to be honest. Okay, let's go for the shot. And of course, we know that when we're firing at the enemy with a war buggy, we've got to have some distance between us. This guy, we're just going to keep on moving forward. And here we go, guys, going for a nice shot. Boom! Maybe one more. Okay, that didn't work out so well, but I still feel comfortable in terms of getting the hell out of here as quickly as possible. Obviously, we're basically panicked. In fact, we're broken, I think. So we're going to get these guys out of here immediately, and we're going to fire with the good old war buggy Bad Slag. I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of the war buggy. It's definitely an iconic orc sort of vehicle, but not too thrilled with it, to be honest. I prefer the war bikes. The war bikes are unbelievable. In fact, we're going to send one over here. Surprised we haven't spotted any enemies over here yet. So let's aim this way. We're going to take that second war bike and move up. Could almost build an army entirely made of war bikes. That would actually be really fun. Let's keep on moving. And I'm wondering, for those of you that are familiar with the 40K universe, whether or not that's possible to, as far as the miniature game goes, whether you can actually build an army with just war bikes and how effective it would be. Probably not, I'm guessing. Let's go ahead and move forward. All right, it's time for Big Red to go there. Okay. I think this turn we've moved just about everybody. Yeah. Let's end that turn, guys. Oh, nice. Hello, Twitchers. Finally, we have a few more people here on Twitch. Took a while for everybody to show up. And I'm wondering, guys, what is it that's kept you guys away? Again, I've been away for 2 weeks, so we haven't done a lot of Twitch streams, but we've definitely noticed a drop in our viewership in the 2 weeks I've been gone. So if you've got any friends that you usually watch the stream with, like I said, make sure that they know that we have returned and we're ready to get started here. Once again, ending the turn now. Oh, no. I remember this part of the mission. I'm not a fan of this part. So now, of course, we've got some actual long odds, which can seriously ruin our day, depending on what's inside them, especially if they've got a dreadnought in there, and I'm almost certain they're going to have a dreadnought. Ooh, that was some really nice reactionary fire. No, don't kill the war bikes. Oh, boy. Man, how many of these do they have? I'm hoping we can get some serious damage to the enemy here. Oh, come on. We just need one alive. No, we just needed one alive to get there to the victory point and get some reinforcements. Now it's going to be a bit harder to get there. Maybe a little bit more than just a bit harder, honestly. That's the name of the game, though. Ooh. That's definitely going to be a las cannon. Nice. Good shooting there. Some reactionary fire. And sure enough, what did I tell you? A dreadnought has arrived. And they killed one of our poor warbikers. It's not what I was looking for at all. Taking on that dreadnought is going to cost a lot for us. We're going to have to get to this final point. Well, there's actually about 5 points left, but there's a point here, and I believe this is where we get a Mega Dread. I could be wrong, but I do believe this is the place where we get that particular form of reinforcement. Let's go ahead and fire at the Grey Hunter Bolter Pack. Good shooting, boys. Another shot. Yes! Beautiful. Take the Mega Domes here. They should be able to move. And let's fire directly at the Grey Hunter Bolter Pack. If all we're dealing with are Grey Hunter Bolter Packs, there is a chance that these Mega Nobs alone could probably take them on pretty well. I mean, these are some serious troops, and the guns that they are using are good enough to destroy quite a lot of Space Wolves. As you can see, we just got a massive critical hit there. Got them down to 120, 69 hits. Baggy could be very useful if you choose shock ammo and double attack ability. Ah, you mean when you actually level up? Thank you, Contra. That's definitely a good suggestion. Yeah, absolutely, man. I would love to. All right, let's go here. And I could try to fire at the Grey Hunter Bolter Pack from this distance. Not very effective. Let's try again. Yes! Not bad. And they're shaken. I think they land into this drop pod all confident. Their buddy just went down and they realized, you know what? Maybe this was not such a good idea. A little too much testosterone there. It just didn't seem to work out for us. Let's take a look here. All right, and we'll, of course, bring up the battle wagon. Look at how that thing moves. So unwieldy. Typical orc. Let's fire at the shaken unit. Oh my goodness. Look at that, guys. Like I said before, the battle wagon is surprisingly powerful in these situations. It's actually not such a bad weapon at range. Of course, we're going to move up the famous Big Red. And we'll keep moving the rest of these orcs forward as well. We even kept the orc boys back behind the lines. Not typical of us at all. So now I'm really worried mainly about not only the Skyclaws, but the enemy Dreadnought that's somewhere over here. So let's try to deal with the Skyclaws first. I'm going to see what I can do here. We've got the rocket launcher. Not bad. Critical hit. I'll take it. Beautiful. So there we go. We actually got some decent damage. Unfortunately, this Warbiker is so close to death. We're going to use his last moments to go ahead and open fire on this unit. And you can see just how damn good these guys are. Even just when one of them's in the squad, they're incredible. So I'm going to try to retreat with him. See if we can't save him. Might as well, right? We don't just want to waste him. We'll also fire with these Warbikers. And see if we can't finish off this unit of Skyclaws. Oh, yes. I love them Warbikers. Get a closer look at them, man. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is just awesome. I would love a bike like this. All right. Let's see. Move forward with the Storm Boys. I think they're close enough to be able to engage the enemy. But more importantly, and I made a mistake here, I should have sent them over there because we would have gotten some definite reinforcements next turn. Now we run the risk of losing this unit, especially if the Dreadnought starts firing at us. But I'm still going to try to make it so the Sky Claws will not return fire. And for that, I think we need to get them, we need to break them, essentially. Let's get the War Buggy in. Break them, War Buggy. We're definitely not going to miss the shot, but can we get them down to broken? That's the question. Boom! One down. Love how they just explode in the air, too. All right, let's keep it up. The fight must go on. That was probably our best War Buggy kill we've gotten so far. I'm going to try to go on this side of the building this time. We'll do the same over here with this unit over here of Scorching Nobs. We have not yet been able to use the Scorching Nobs flamethrower, but we could certainly use their rifles. I really like this gun too, because the gun, as you can see, they do fire with the rifle, but the rifle doubles as a flamethrower. So it's sort of, you know, whichever you wish. Obviously, if you're at like long range, you probably want to use that normal gun, but once you're at close range, you turn on the flamethrower and you go to work. And I love that thought process. Very orcish indeed. Let's take a look over here. We're going to go to the next unit. Yeah, I think we pretty much moved everybody we can. And we could move forward the Slugganob. Killed all the rest of the Space Wolves. Why not? We'll also gain some morale for next turn. And that's definitely going to be a good thing. You could easily kill drop pods for easy XP. I didn't even know that. So Kandra just actually taught me something. Apparently, if we destroy a drop pod, we get some okay XP. That's something to look into, man. I had no idea you could do that. And I think now I might start killing some drop pods. We might start having to target them. It's very cool. Okay, let's end the turn here. Dreadnought. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. No, no. Critical hit on our beautiful little chopper. Dreadnought is going to be a pain in the ass. I can tell you that right now. Nice. Battle Wagon. Keep doing what you're doing. Oh, my goodness. Not that damn plasma rifle. At this point, we might try to rush this area, because that plasma rifle is going to be a problem. And oh my goodness, they just destroyed our poor Death Dread, guys. Not the Death Dread. Not the beauty. Oh wait, no, it's the Killer Can. No, 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 why? Oh, the poor Killer Can. I was really hoping to keep him around. And besides, his rocket attack would have really helped us. In fact, this would have been the perfect time. I was a little stubborn there. This would have been the perfect time to maybe fill this with men, because then we could probably drop them off right there very, very quickly. Of course, the vehicle could also get destroyed, and that would have totally not worked out, but something to consider for the future. All right, let's move up the Meganopes. Gonna get right in front of the battle wagon, actually provide some cover here. Gotta get a kill here. Come on. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm also tempted to start destroying the drop pods. All right, there's the last cannon unit. I really want to kill these guys. And unfortunately, they have some pretty decent HP for a land-based unit. Also, at this distance, it's going to be hard to kill them. And they can fire at really long distances, which really frustrates me. I mean, their ability to fire at long distances is unrivaled. Now, look at that. We've got some land speeders. We can't even hit the land speeders. But we'll move forward with the rest of our men. And when those land speeders get there, we need something to counteract them. They're not as dangerous as the rest of the stuff that the enemy has, but they can definitely be frustrating, to say the least. All right, let's see. Can we get there with the Storm Boys? Come on. Yes. Oh, yes. We've got my favorite unit, the Flash Gits. Next to the War Bikers, it's got to be the Flash Gits. I don't know what they're firing out of that gun. I just know that it's called a snaz cannon, and it is snazzy, that's for sure. This thing is, it's so snazzy, it'll put a hole in your chest within seconds. Just a beautiful gun. So we're going to go ahead and try to use the snaz gun, try to destroy this land speeder, but I probably should be paying attention to the Grey Hunter Flamer pack in front of me. Then again, we are flash gits. We're braver than that, but look at that. Instant kill on a Flamer pack. I love it. I mean, if I'm ever playing a multiplayer match or a skirmish match, flash gits are always my first choice. Just the amount of damage output there, it's unbelievable. Another Grey Hunter Flamer pack. Let's bring in some more. Death Dread. This is our Death Dread. We don't want to lose him. Unfortunately, we need to be a lot closer if we want to do any damage. We could try to set them alight, though. Might as well try to set the Flamers alight. Give them a taste of their own medicine. 7 HP. Let's get another one. Yes, beautiful. And they are shaken as well. I would be too. Let's move forward and... I know we're at a distance, but I don't want to get too close. I really don't want our flash gits getting hurt. I'll move a little closer here. We've also got to remember that we've got a dreadnought somewhere over here, an enemy dreadnought in this area. And I definitely don't want him going down. And there he is. Oh, he's going to get us. He's going to get us. No! Missed the shot. All right, let's go for the shot here. Wow. And we're also hitting the frontal armor here, which is another reason I love these war bikers. Even when firing at frontal armor, we're not using missiles. We're still doing a ton of damage here. And they've got some pretty good cover as well. Let's see what else we could do. Can we bring in the Def Culpta? I think unfortunately, well, let's see. We could try. No, it's going to be way too far out of the way. That's too bad. Well... Try to get rid of the cover, and unfortunately we've also got some cover here. We'll get rid of it soon enough. And let's try to get right there. Start firing at the dreadnought. So now the frontal armor is working as it should be, and it's not letting even a single bullet pierce through. We also got some damage to the unit behind them here, the heavy bolter unit. But what we're trying to do is actually get some serious shots off. Let's move up. What to do, what to do. At this point, I think the key is just to try and get to the next point quickly. Let's keep going. We'll avenge our fallen Killican. At least I hope we will. I missed that thing. Might as well go for the cover bonus. Although I could have been a little more patient. Patience is not a virtue of mine, I must admit. Are they still panicked? Come on, guys. Your orcs should not be panicked this long. I don't even think orcs have anxiety. They don't care. Even if there's like 100 space wolves and it's just one of them, unless they're Gretchens, they're going to charge in and get killed. And for what reason, I don't know. But probably just overproduction of testosterone, something like that. So I don't know why they're stopping. Let's go ahead and end the turn here. Let's go for it. Oh no. Oh no, we got the tank. The tank just happened to show up on time. So now we've got a Predator and a Dreadnought to deal with. At least our Death Dread is not taking even a little bit of damage there from the enemy. That frontal armor is pretty strong and great. Wow, excellent reactionary fire there by the Flash Gits. Unfortunately, I think that's the end of our bikers. And possibly our chopper. No! My goodness. Man, they are not kidding around. And don't forget, guys, if you do pick up Legacy of the Weirdboy, this is one of the rare opportunities where you actually get to start leveling your units up. And that's actually what Chondro was referring to earlier, that, you know, once you get a level up, you're going to get an extra ability. Either that can sometimes be more damage, it can sometimes be more defense, it could be some sort of grenade that you can use later on in the game, or later on in the mission, I should say. So definitely a reason to get the game would be just that alone, not to mention the fabulous Orc campaign that we've got here. Oh no, flames. They didn't do any damage. Right to the side of a land speeder, I'd have expected some. I don't think that's very heavy armor. Oh no, Flashgits versus Longfang heavy bolters. Who's going to win? I think the Flashgits are going to win, but we're going to take some nasty damage in the process. It's not like we're in a position where we can move, so I'm going to try to fire, and of course we got shot back at. We're going to take some reactionary fire by moving through here, and the only reason I'm going to do it is in the faint hope that I get a shot here at the Dreadnought. I still don't think we're going to be able to. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So let's get close to the Dreadnought, and we can. Still a very low damage potential, but it's certainly higher than any other unit we've got. 28 HP. Practice makes perfect. 124. And as far as I know, the Dreadnought doesn't have fear. He doesn't get panicked or anything like that, which is why it's pretty ineffective to use anything like a flamethrower against him. Let's get this War Biker behind him, or as behind him as we can. This War Buggy, I should say, and start firing. And actually, look at that. He can get shaken. So I guess even a Dreadnought, given enough terror, can possibly get shaken. We could actually go ahead and also increase morale for our units here. But I think for now we're just going to move forward. Burn him up. Yeah, it's probably going to be more effective if we had moved forward. Oh well. Beautiful. Let's go for those land speeders, boys. And these are the Scorching Nobes. I'm not sure if they can do much of any damage to vehicles, but let's see. Maybe there's an exception here. Yeah, once again, I think we're better off using the Kombi Shooter, which is the rifle part of this weapon, and that's definitely the case. In fact, we might be able to destroy this thing with the Flashgits. Bad Tooth. Yes, one down. Now you know how I feel losing my beautiful chopper. Fire with the Scorching Nobs. Of course, they are going to be using the Kombi Shooter. Weirdboys can't level up. I think they gain level but can't take bonuses. Gretchens also can't gain abilities. Ah, makes sense. Makes sense. And of course, Gretchens make very good eating for the Orcs, so they probably wouldn't want them to level up. They probably just prefer them as weak as possible. All right, I'm going to try. This is going to be a hell of a try, and yeah, look at that. I just got myself into a world of shit, quite simply. We're going to have to jump over here to this area and try and grab that point before we're vaporized, but I don't think that's going to work out. We're probably going to get vaporized here. Nonetheless, we're getting closer to even more objectives. Now, don't forget, guys, we are coming to the end point of the stream. If anybody has any questions, please do feel free to ask them. We're here to try to answer the questions if we can. Obviously, the game was released last week, so you can certainly pick it up now on Steam. I do apologize. We don't have nearly as many viewers as we usually do. I'm not sure why that is. We're going to try to figure out kind of what's going on, because I don't think we've ever had such a low number of viewers here. Maybe just being away for as long as we have, a few people have just kind of forgotten about our streams. I hope that's not the case. So if you have any friends that might like this, or any friends that you used to watch the stream with, make sure to let them know about it, because we're going to be streaming again tomorrow. Although tomorrow we're going to be streaming very late. We usually stream at 5 p.m. Central European time. I believe tomorrow we're streaming at either 8 or 9 Central European time. Now, there will be, of course, we will definitely have an announcement to say specifically when that's going to be happening. But you guys will see then, and I hope you guys show up, because we really want to try and bring as many people as possible. There we go. Get some morale for the boys. Let's go for the drop pod. Yes. Very nice. Let's see how these guys deal in terms of melee combat with the enemy. Oh, yes. It's not going to last very long. We still have one area to take here. Now, the only negative aspect there is in the position we're in, we'd be better off probably firing, because only one unit could get involved in the combat. But we're getting closer. We're certainly getting closer. Okay, guys, here we go. Let's jump over here to the Twitch stream. Well, anyway, guys, thank you very much for showing up. Really appreciate it, guys. Obviously, if anybody has any suggestions, anything like that, make sure to let us know, and we'll do our best to correct them. And please do let your friends know about our streams. We want to try to bring as many people in as possible, and that's going to be the goal from now on. So thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. And make sure to pick up a copy of Legacy of the Weirdboy. I really think you guys would enjoy it. Take care, my friends.